Hey people, Infiltrate 3v3, Argent Shelf Redux, blue team. It's HeaDCraB with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Dark Angels, is it the DLC? I don't know. Alongside, Khalin with a Lord General, fighting in ranged combat begins with a retinue of Stormtroopers, really strong defense and support, can also add to the retinue. We have some Mordian Iron Guard at each scheme. Rounding off the blues, AlphaLegion with an Eldar Farseer, support hero fighting in melee combat, some powerful buffs and control abilities. The Exodites at each scheme here recolored red. Red team, it's 0rutyna0, maybe is how you say it. Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control on the west side. And yes, it is indeed Dark Angels DLC. You can see the robes on those fellas back there. We've got some Doom Blasting. Let's see this play out. Scouts are, wow, dropping two models. A little bit sloppy there from HeaDCraB. Doom Bolts. Another Doom Blast. CSM getting into melee. Those tactical marines might need to flee, but they just pop their Kraken Bolts for 20% more damage, and then they're backing away. Alongside, fenasikerim with a Ravana Alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support begins with a ranged weapon. And rounding off the teams, Redfield with a brother captain, a durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful offense, disruption and support, fighting in melee combat. Taking a break from Resident Evil, I guess. Banshees taking tons of damage as they get in there. That was very, very haphazard approach, but I guess something had to soak up the damage, eh? Should not have gone in alone against two players, I think, but here we are. Farseer's in amongst the Termagants. Lord the General trying to tie things up. Hormagaunts have found some Guardians. They don't have grenades, so they're not much of a threat. Guardsmen trying to get shots in, but things are being chomped and munched and eaten. Why did the brother captain run? He's got tons of health. Maybe he got stomped on by the Sentinel? Maybe? No, doesn't have the ground pound. What is this? It is Guardsmen capping with their fancy hats. Tactical Marine did die. Double tax it is for HeaDCraB. They're all tacked up. 0rutyna0. Did you get a power bash, 0rutyna0? Maybe? There's no gens. Got some Tzeentchian worship. We've got some Havocs. The Sorcerer is back at base though. In the mid, the blue team could not maintain the momentum and they're backing off. Nothing wrong with that though. Got a little poke on the node, and they did cap this power, although they didn't node it in the mid here. Warrior Brood on the field with a Barb Strangler for fenasikerim. Name is very strange to me. Purgation Squad on the field for Redfield, and a Strike Squad as well. West side kicking off. Turret going up from HeaDCraB. Just max power in disguise. Or maybe Ilpra. Anyone remember Ilpra from back in the day? The master of Techmarine turrets. CSM dropping two models to the turret and running. Heretics might be dropping models too. No, it was still shooting at the CSM. Havocs are still in play, but we do have some support from Khalin. Now being suppressed and shot at close range. Havocs need to back away. Sentinel with the flank and the ground pound. Guess it doesn't need to do it now. They're already retreating. Doom Bolts misses. 2v1 against 0rutyna0. fenasikerim is staying mid, I think. Maybe? Is this Tyranids? It is. Catechans, they missed. They missed their grenade launcher. Go back to Catechans, fellas. Send someone else. Does the Lord General have a... Nope, just some Stormtroopers. Grenade launchers on the way. I thought I spotted the medical sergeant guy there. Blue team are taking the west side. Tactical Marines with their faster capping. Just 8 Doom Bolts. I don't think it was a full one though. Still has the Havoc. Still has the CSM. Nothing more for the Heretics, but they do have Noise Marines on the way. Should really help deal with the turret. If they can get around it, they could use some Chaos Sorcerer shenanigans to do it. Could just teleport in with a Sword of Flame and DPS it down maybe. Could also use Warp to get the Noise Marines behind it and that kind of thing. Or the Sigil of the Rift. They've got options. Sorcerer can manipulate positioning quite well. Scouts with a Sergeant here for HeaDCraB. Gives them a frag grenade. Knows how to pull the pin, knows how to chuck them. But now they're suppressed. And they're going to take a lot of damage trying to get close enough for that grenade. This is a big misplay from HeaDCraB. Are they going to escape? 2 models got away. That was pretty amazing. Just completely shut down by that suppression. It's not like 0rutyna0 has to push. I mean, it would be nice to break the turret, get the power bash, but they don't have to. Carthaginian Devils here. Can they hit the grenade launcher this time? I mean, is it even worth it? There's a smoke grenade going up, which would give suppression immunity, I believe, but they just like threw it on a rock and left. 377 to 469. Purgation up here for Chris Redfield, who goes tier 2. Tier 2 also for fenasikerim. In fact, 0rutyna0, the last player to go, and they do have tons of resources. They are floating. Fire. I saw some fire. West side. The turret is down. Noise Marines making short work of it there, under infiltration. Although they wouldn't have been infiltrated while they were shooting. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't drop a model doing that. They don't shut down the turret firing, do they? I don't think they do. I'm pretty sure I saw it firing there. Rhino on the way for Chris Redfield in tier 2. Guardians with their grenades and shields and all that good stuff. Here come Howling Banshees. War shout. But the Guardians were too close to be helped out by it. The Hormagaunts are already on them, and the Incinerators incinerated a bunch of them. Only 2 models from those 2 squads got away. That was pretty painful for AlphaLegion there. And I might be able to pour through and bash this east side. There's a webway on the eastern edge. Nice place for one. But the Purgation are on the gens. Brother Captain's helping out. Any war gear, buddy? Nope. No war gear for that fella. Tyranids now swarming the west side. I'll be able to get a good flank on the Lord. The General has the grenade launchers. Some good area of effect DPS. And for the speed bonus, move, move, move. Because if someone with a grenade launcher tells you to move, you probably would. Shotgun blast from the Carthaginian Devils. Hormagaunts are dealt with. They do have their adrenal glands. They are quite vicious in tier 1 and early tier 2, and they can scale relatively well with the melee synapse. I hear Banshees yelling, but again, they're having a torrid old time. That was a levitation? It was. Grenade. It's a decent one, but those guys almost died. Very nearly died. Oh wow, why are you retreating, fellas? I guess they got the power bash. They did what they wanted to do. I think they could have stayed and split and frustrated that Farseer. 332 to 469. Little push here from 0rutyna0 and a Chaos Dreadnought on the way, which is fun for me. And a Grey Knight Dreadnought on the way, which is even more fun for me. Khalin with a Manticore moving up towards the mid. Ouch. Did that just wipe the heretics? It did. Pretty good plasma cannon shot from these fellas there. Can they hit the Noise Marines now? They can. Taking out 2 of them. Little bits of Noise Marines now. Finally they get in with the Sonic Blaster to shut down that scary ranged weapon. Sorcerer now in there. No war gear for this guy, I don't think. Nope. And no upgrades for the CSM yet. Sorcerer gets a model. Might die to a sniper shot on retreat. If they can get it. No, they're moving. Do need to tear up your sniper rifle before you can leave. Off its bipod or whatever they do. 297 to 469. Are the scout snipers? Do they fire like super long range bolt rounds? Is that what they're doing? Those guys had made a massive mistake. Plasma gun guardsmen wiped them out. Not sure what they were up to. Tactical Marines were right there. They could see them. Farseer is down. Banshees somehow escaped with their lives again. But yeah, I don't think sniper rifles fire bolter shells, because that'd probably be too far to fire a self-propelled little munition. Guess they're just regular old bullets, are they? They can't just be regular bullets. This is Warhammer 40k. There must be something mental about them. Don't know what it is though. Farseer's been returned. Repurchase is what they mean. Still has the levitation, which gives her a plus icon. I'd have thought it would give her a grenade icon or something. Maybe the rune armor does that and they didn't want to have 2 war gear. Give it. Stone Guard veterans on the way for HeaDCraB. Chaos Dreadnought is not going to survive this. You can't tie up the Sentinel in melee. It's got no melee weapon, so it's just going to shoot you. And I think it's going to get away. That was the missile launcher there. Red team have pushed all the way through. 250 to 469. Wraithlord up here for AlphaLegion with Shuriken Cannon shoulder mounted. We have a Flamery Dreadnought going for the Multi-Melter. I was saying the other day, I'm not sure how long ago that cast would have been for you guys, about the Venerable Dreadnought possibly getting a las cannon back in the day when Elite Mod was, when I started covering Elite Mod. But maybe they could just give it a Multi-Melter. When it's close range, it'd be pretty fun to see it have one. 213 to 469, double cap here for the red team. Grenade. Those guys somehow didn't drop a model. Banshees are trying to smack the Rhino here. They don't have their exile. There she is. She gets a heavy melee weapon. And that was a pretty effective levitation field. It almost got the Banshees to kill on the Rhino by buying time. The Farseer didn't survive though. Tier 3 for fenasikerim, the first player to go. Massive pressure here from the red team. Can the blue team break out of this even? Manticore Strike might do it. Has he fired it yet? Surprised it wasn't used to finish off the Rhino. West side is still red. Just really struggled to deal with these Havocs, HeaDCraB. They haven't got Assault Squad up. Does have a melter gun. Need an Assault Squad, buddy. Got Stone Guard veterans with Vengeance rounds. He's got missile launcher as well, ready to take out vehicles. This guy. Down goes the Grey Knight Dreadnought, and that was upgraded with the Multi-Melter we saw. I'm not sure if it had Maelstrom as well. Manticore wiping out the warriors. They are breaking out. Sloppy there from the red team. Kind of caught flat-footed. Some repairs for the Wraithlord. Tyranids quite rightly are fleeing. Just saw some infiltrated Banshees. How will they infiltrate? Oh, the webway. The Farseer webway can infiltrate stuff. West side. Scouts getting vision for the plasma cannon and missing their grenade spectacularly. We have a Rod of Warp Fire. That hit him right in the neck. And he got up. Robes of Torment are in. And the Sigil of the Rift is in. Are you going to use it on the plasma cannon? Go on. You know you want to. No, just Warp Fired him. Ouch. And then they got Blast Mastered and almost wiped. Here comes a flank though. From basically everyone. All 3 players sending something on this flank. They did decap the natural VP as well. Wraithlord's done really well so far. Almost got a level. Giving the red team something to think about, you know. 0rutyna0 with more Havocs. Neurothrope for fenasikerim. And the tier 3 for Chris Redfield. Blue team staying in tier 2 for now, but you can fight tier 3 armies with tier 2 armies. You've got all counters available to you in tier 2. I mean, there are stronger and more specialized counters in tier 3, fancier ones, but you can get by. Sorcerer might not get by. Better go into melee, guys. Where's that melee? No melee. You fellas? No, and they had their sergeant. They definitely would have gotten him. They might still get him. No, that was really sloppy from HeaDCraB. They should have got down that Sorcerer there. Let's push IG, says AlphaLegion. Raptors jumping in for the suppression. This could be a big problem for HeaDCraB. That suppression will negate a lot of this stuff. These guys popping and they show no fear for some reason. Maybe they thought the tactical marines were selected. They did get rid of the Raptors. Just some sheer DPS. What am I hearing? Is that the Psychic Storm? Maybe. Sounded like Time Field, but it wasn't that. They do have the Runes of Reaping too. Manticore stood around. Red team trying to come out swinging with their tier 3 stuff, I guess. Here's a Neurothrope. Unique unit for Tyranids. Can only have one of them. Got some nice AoE abilities. It can drain energy off stuff and that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. Manticore Strike is dodged. Farseer runs in for the levitation, and that might set up a nasty fight for the Tyranids to deal with. Can't retreat out of floating. Just got to take the hits. Venom Brood is that? Yeah, on retreat. Ouch. Wraithlord with that big old ghost glaive sword, I think it's called. Getting some hits in. Rhino here. Eating a melter from the Stormtroopers. Anti-armor kit. Backhand of the Wraithlord. Why don't you use your sword for that part, buddy? I mean, I'm sure it still hurts. Down goes the Rhino. Red team kind of capitulating here. AlphaLegion's down to 2 units though. 81 to 398. I think blue team are going to come back here. Not sure if they'll come back to win, but they're going to make some kind of comeback. They've got a bit of momentum, although they are being forced to retreat right now. Brother Captain's going to get revived into a Manticore. Did they both get the XP for it there? I think you can both get XP for a revive unless they change that. Ravener Alpha with Corrosive Devourer and the Synapse Aura for damage. Raptors don't have their aspiring champion. Not sure why 0rutyna's not purchasing. There we go. Aspiring champion on the way. Might be too late though. That guy has a heavy melee weapon. You have to retreat now. HeaDCraB with Devastators. Taking the west side. Putting some mines up. Thanks to the Artificer armor. Still struggling to deal with the suppression a bit. We've got Dragonfire rounds loaded in on these guys. I mean, it is good versus units in cover. The Doombolts misses. Blue team now stabilizing in the mid. Wraithlord getting guardsman repairs. Seer Council on the field now for AlphaLegion. Are they going for a big old flank? Nope, it's going to chop up some stuff face to face. Seer Council providing a 15% range damage reduction aura that they themselves benefit from, so the Banshees like having them around. Here's some Paladins though. Paladins will take a lot of damage fighting a Seer Council, but I'm not sure if they can stand up to them, if they just have enough sheer hit points to do it. They might. Banshees in there would be nasty too. Holy Armor of Titan on the field, and the Bulwark gives, I think it's 30% melee damage resist and like 15% more damage or something. Pretty nice for a melee fight. Khalin Devils all buffed up by the Lord General's melter guns for fight harder, which is a very generic thing to yell at your men. Just fight harder, guys. There's a big alien. Just fight harder. Tyranid formation. Chucking stuff around. I mean, it was a big bit of fun, but what did it achieve? Did it kill anything? It messed up the Seer Council a bit, I think. Wraithlord, I believe, is going to get away. I can't believe the Farseer got away from the Carnifex there. Paladins getting their book of stuff. Live with the Bonica. And it's a Thornback Carnifex charging in. That was very risky. He's going for the Manticore. Look at that damage on that rear armor hit. Sentinel's getting shots in, but it's under pressure. Wraithlord is chasing the Carnifex. One more hit would take out the Manticore. Is it fast enough? There's the melee charge. I think it is. Manticore is going to fall. Oh no. Is the Manticore going to fall? There it is. Down it goes. 53 red for a Manticore. That's quite a lot. I always think it's weird that you only get 30 for a hero. It should scale up as the hero's level. I'm not sure if that's something that's possible. But if you like take down a level 10 war boss with heavy armor and you get 30 red, and it feels a little bit crappy. Bloodletters on the field for 0rutyna. Also have Plague Marines. So the red team have bounced back big time here in terms of what they've got onto the field. Carnifexes, Paladins, all that good stuff. Turret is going to be taken out by the Raptors. There we go. I'm not sure how they were getting suppressed. The turret must have been getting a shot on one of them or something. Maybe it was just before they got into melee. Oh, the Carnifex did find the Farseer. It's taking massive risks still being here though. It needs to charge away. Not sure what the cooldown on the charge is. There it is. Using it. Doesn't cost energy. And yeah, this is what I always do. I always use the rippers and then charge through them and kill them all. Gotta charge first and then use your rippers if you can. See a council using their fleet of foot to run really fast. And we got some capping paladins getting their natural VP back. Sorcerer levels to 4. Raptors have been in a lot of action since they came on the field. What's going on over here? Bashing stormtroopers. They bashed one gen and ran away, or they took a neurothrope shot, I think. There's the holy grounds from the paladins, speeding up allies, slowing down enemies, and they need some healing though, don't they? They're going back to base and heal. I'm hearing an orbital. There it is. The narrow west side, the much maligned narrow west side of Argent, does give the opportunity for some really nasty nukes. I quite like the narrow west side of Argent. It's cool by my book. Just deal with it. The grim darkness of the far future. Almost a little bit narrow. Lord the General is level 6. We have a tier 3 lictor on the way for fenasikerim. Got the name right there, I think. Bloodletters are phased out of existence. Oh, not anymore though. Raptor's gonna jump? No. To be a little bit more cautious. Because Catechins are there with power melee. We've got plasma guns going on. The Lord the General buffing stuff. Oh, there's a jump. Forget caution. It's chaos. Just shotgun blasted and maybe wiped out. They survive. There's the Chains of Torment from the Chaos Sorcerer. Bloodletter's having a grand old time now, chopping stuff up. They do a lot of DPS, these guys. Power melee too. Paroxysm from the Neurothrope doing percentage-based damage over time. There's that tier 3 lictor. Looking very menacing. Ouch! And then took a plasma cannon shot. Oh hey, relay beacon. When was the last time you saw a Techmarine relay beacon? Awesome. Can retreat back to that thing if you activate it as a retreat point. Also reinforce and get some health regen. Rocket run from Khalin. He does have some Castrican up. Oh, it's a pretty good rocket run. Pretty damn good. Hit a lot of Tyranids there. Melter bomb from the stormtroopers. Just got hit by a cataclysm, then the Neurothrope ran away. Can the Khan effects make it out though? Needs to tie up those stormtroopers, needs to get a little bit of support. Maybe the Havoc should move up a bit here. I think it's going to be okay. It's only plasma guns and las guns shooting at it now. What's going on here though? Farseer, Seer Council, lost a couple of models to the Paladins. I guess that answers that question. Not sure if the Wraith Lord was helping out. There's that levitation field. What are these guys? Oh, Purgation with Conversion Beamer. Kind of like a lascan. Does more damage the further away from the target it is. This is going to be a big shot then. Boom. And you can activate an ability to slow stuff down. I can't remember what it's called though. Farseer really harassing the hell out of this VP. And there's a time field. Paladins can't attack. Do they not have anything else? Chris Redfield. Oh, Brother Captain's down there. I hear an orbital though. It's on that VP. Don't think it's going to hit anything, but it did stop the cap. West side, meanwhile, Whirlwind is taken out. Bunker dropped in. It's all kicking off. 31 VPs though for blue team only. Can they hold on? D-Cannon on the field for AlphaLegion. They've really kicked into another gear in tier 3 here, the Eldar player. Seer Council into Fire Prism into D-Cannon. And the Seer Council have done well into level 2. Red team are holding on to that west side, but can they get their natural back? Down goes the Ravener Alpha at level 4. Seer Council will make short work of this Purgation. Need to run, fellas. No? We'll fight them then. See how that goes. Oh, now they're running. Once they're in melee, they ran. Here comes a Land Raider Crusader for Chris Redfield. I mean, it's a good place to be for a Neurothrope. So narrow you can hit everything with your paroxysms and your cataclysms. Needs to get some energy back now though. The Neurothrope does not passively regenerate energy, needs to use abilities to get it back. It's got a couple of them to do it though. Bunch of stuff being suppressed. Stone Guard level 3 though can tough it out. Warrior Brood needs to run. Losing track of their units here, I think. fenasikerim. Another Carnifex on the way though. Raptors somehow still alive. Heavy turret getting shots in. Dropped in by Khalin. Uh-oh. It's a very short jump from the Raptors and they've retreated right into an orbital beam. I don't think they're going to survive it. They don't. It's a good nuke. Good nuke from HeaDCraB. See a council with the flank. Red team, are they getting their VP back? They are. Brother Captain's back to his feet, and here is the Land Raider, and here's another Carnifex too. But all they have, fenasikerim, is a couple of Carnifexes. Ravana Alpha could get revived by the Brother Captain now. Paladins after the Wraith Lord. It's a level 3 Wraith Lord. Carnifex is not helping. Oh, Venom Cannon, there we go. Are you going to shoot it? There we go. They are going to get the Wraith Lord. That Wraith Lord did so much work. Bioplasma. Oh, that would have been really nice on the rear armor there. A little bit too long. A little bit too long. Blue team have the west side though. And that might be enough because the Ravana Alpha player and the Brother Captain are quite depleted. Although, I mean, it's 2 Carnifexes and now Gene Stealers, and Chris has Paladins and a Land Raider. Not to mention the Brother Captain himself, who's pretty damn tough right now. Nemesis Demon Hammer's in there to help smack around the Seer Council. Demon Hunters. Oh, it's a summoning circle. Ouch. Plasma Cannon doing its work still. Have you used Sigil of the Rift yet, buddy? As another warp fire. Summoning circle doing some work. It's still spawning them. They're getting one attack and then dying, basically. That was a singularity. Not the welcome party that the Gene Stealers wanted. There's a Tyranid formation that is going to take out the turret, I think. Yes. And causing some havocs. Providing some big buffs, I believe, for the Carnifex. And all the other Tyranids that are around it. It does, I think it's a 30% damage buff from these towers. So it's not just about the disruption and the damage they do. They give some pretty nice buffs. Speed bonuses as well, I believe. 2-1 for blue team. Have they done enough? Can the red team get this decap? There it is, 1-1. Something's going for the red team's natural. And only this is overlooking it. Where did the Paladins go? Oh, they're over here. Down goes the Fire Prism. But can anything stop this? The Conversion Beamer isn't going to do it. Got some tax here too. Kasrakin do have a cap. They are capped faster. And they've got it. Blue team have it with that Kasrakin cap. 2-1 and a grenade ready in there. GG. It was a good game. Not the highest level players. Intermediate, I would say. But hey, we'll cast everyone. It was a fun game. Level 10 Lord General, bloody hell. Level 6 Techmarine, level 7 Farseer. Was really strong late game. Oh, I had an avatar too. A fancy blue one because of the Exodites and that. Level 7 Chaos Sorcerer was down. Level 4 Ravana Alpha down. And a level 7 Brother Captain. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.